It's Friday, September 20, 2013. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Make You Electric. I'm going to give you all the latest links I have on this Navy Yard shooting, and then I'm going to be done with it because there's so much other stuff going on. This story is so just bizarre. I had to take a couple days and just get my thoughts together. Let's see here. First story from National Journal. Conspiracy theorists already suspect Navy Yard shooting is a false flag. This article says Alex Jones says shooting may be an attempt to distract from Benghazi. Alex Jones does not speak for all of the conspiracy people out here, but, you know, I wouldn't doubt that it is to distract from Benghazi, among another number of other things. I'll put a link to this article here. I got a bunch of stuff to give you here. Friend says Navy Yard shooter liberals supported Obama. Got pictures of him here. This is from Breitbart. Why is it we have this red deceased banner across the bottom of his pictures? What is that? That's... I don't know. Put a link to that. Let's see here from NBCnews.com. Navy Yard shooter Aaron Alexis was not happy with America, friend says. Put a link to this. Aaron Alexis, Washington Navy Yard gunman, obsessed with violent video games. This from the Telegraph, as Grand Theft Auto 5 was just released. But I'll get to that later. ABC News, Navy Yard shooter Aaron Alexis heard voices, experienced paranoia, police report shows. I'll put a link to this. Then you got this. Washington gunman recently told cops he was being bombarded by microwave signals that kept him awake at night. Was he the victim of some sort of MK Ultra, some sort of mind control, some sort of new something? There's been mention of HARP and all kinds of other things. I mean, there's so many directions we can go down here. I mean, who really knows? I don't know. I'll put all these links below. I still wonder if this event even ever took place, or I don't know. From BBC News, Navy Yard SWAT team stood down at mass shooting scene. Stood down, huh? Not the first time we've seen this happen, is it? NORAD stood down on the morning of 9/11. Another one from the BBC, Washington Navy Yard shooting Capitol Police to review response. Put a link to this. And speaking of Benghazi, I do have a couple links here to deal with Benghazi. House panel probing Benghazi could recall Clinton to testify. Chairman says. This came out September 18. From Fox News, I got another one here. Spitting on their graves. Democrats leave Benghazi hearing before testimony from families of victims. This from townhall.com on September 19. Put a link to this. Now let's talk about the gun agenda, because I feel that this Navy Yard shooting, if it wasn't directly false flag for the gun agenda, then it certainly was convenient for the gun agenda. Navy Yard shooting, AR-15 back in the news briefly. The mainstream media, let me just read a little bit of this. U.S. law enforcement officials said Monday the gunman Aaron Alexis unleashed a barrage of bullets using an AR-15, a rifle used semi-automatic handgun, yada yada. Diane Frankenstein comes out and says AR-15, yada yada, when is enough enough? However, FBI concluded that there was no AR-15 used. I'll put a link to this. So yeah, pretty convenient, and the media got caught in their little lie there. You know, speaking of Diane Frankenstein, she's the one that wants to define who is a real journalist. Well, look at the job the so-called real journalists are doing there, Miss Frankenstein. Reporting nothing but disinformation and bad news, and look at their performance on the morning when this whole shooting unfolded. That's who you want to define as real journalists? Nah, I don't think so. Newtown group returns to D.C. after mass shooting. Of course, bring in the crisis actors from Newtown, you know, with their anti-gun bullcrap. Put a link to this. One here, I don't know this gentleman, but he put out a video, says, are you ready to take guns? Are they ready to take guns from almost 1 million veterans? You know, the D.C. shooter, supposedly a veteran of the Navy. You know, we already know the MIAC report came out years ago, says all returning personnel, you go on a suspected terror watch list, yada yada, they got to watch you. Was this an event to take away guns from vets that might have, you know, how many of our vets have mental disorders because of all of the crap that they've been through? And my heart goes out to them. It really, you know, my best friends in the military. So, is this going to affect their gun rights? You know, check out this guy's video. He's got some interesting stuff. The Political Port, shout out to her. She did a great video on this Navy Yard shooting. 15 minutes long. She goes into her, she's a veteran as well, so check out her video. Good stuff. One more video I'll put at the bottom, 3 predictions. Syrian Electronic Army. Montagraph put out a video, gave his feelings about the shooting, and goes into some predictions he's making about the Syrian Electronic Army, possibly taking down Google and whatnot. Check out his video. Very interesting stuff. I'll put all these links below, guys. Navy Yard shooter, real event, false flag. I don't know. It is what it is. We got much more important things coming up here in the following weeks. We got, apparently the government's going to run out of money again, and all that, and the debt ceiling, and October 1st supposedly is when all that goes down. So, isn't it amazing that, what is the thing, FEMA Region 3 or something? October 1st date, all that, and is it all tied together? I don't know. I'll put all the links below, though, guys. Please rate the video. Please pass the information around. Crazy, crazy stuff. Stand by for my next Jericho report. That should be up shortly. You guys take care. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. I will see you on the next one.